Good evening, everyone. This is Robert. RJL Network presents a special presentation of Inside Pitch. Well, really not Inside Pitch, but has something to do with it. Welcome to the first Inside Pitch Advanced Season Selection Show. After I complete the championship series rounds, I then do a selection show. This show is designed for me to eliminate all the seasons that are available for Inside Pitch until four are showing. On the 4 seasons chosen, you guys will then get to vote which season will get the most dice to roll after the season review and reveal show when the World Series is completed. That season will be the one that will be starting, and the start date for that season will be January 5th, 2026, with December 29th, 2025 as the demo game. As of now, Chris Davis is still working on Inside Pitch Advanced. He has told me he can create any season from 1944 to the present day, 2025, within a month or so that this season will be available for me to play on January 5th. If, of course, that season is not available at that time, if, of course, I have a season that was decided by you guys or by the dice, and Inside Pitch has it, I'd start with that until we move to Inside Pitch Advanced. Here, I will go ahead and eliminate all the seasons, all right, until 4 are remaining for you to choose from. I'm glad everybody is here. As you all know, I usually go ahead and say hello to everybody in the chat. But if I do that, this is usually a show where I get many views, and so I really don't want to slow things down. It usually takes about an hour to do this, maybe less. Now, there are going to be some changes, a few changes. There are going to be a few changes, of course, all right, going back. First of all, we have to eliminate the seasons that we are not going to be utilizing. Therefore, and that of course is seasons that we have already played. Even though Inside Pitch Advanced will have these seasons sooner or later, that I have played, I'm not going to replay a season I've already done. So, therefore, 1961, 1969, 1972, 1976, 1979, 1981, 1983, 1985, 1988, 2016, and of course, 1999 are hereby eliminated from the selection show. Now, about twice, I had a couple of seasons that were deselected that were too close to each other. I really didn't like. For once, I went from 1972 to 1969. I think at one point, I had 1981 go to 1979, and I don't want to do that. Therefore, I have created a 30-season buffer. So 15 seasons before 1999 and 15 seasons after 1999 are hereby eliminated. Therefore, 1984, 86, 87, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 2000, 2001, 02, 2003, 2004, 2005, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. These seasons are hereby eliminated and will not be in the selection show for this time. It allows us to go to a new era at least 15 years before 99 or 15 years after. So these seasons are gone. Now, of course, they can come back in the second Inside Pitch Advanced selection show. In the next selection show, they can be available depending, of course, which season is chosen for the next replay. So we have a pack of 10 seasons each, starting from 1944 to 1954, and then we have 1955 to 1965, 1966 to 1982, and 2015 to, yes, including 2025. But there's also going to be, but there will also be a catch. There must be at least a 10-season buffer between every selection we have here. There must be at least 10 seasons between each other. So therefore, if a season comes up, let's say 1954 comes up, then that means, or let 1954 comes up, then that means seasons from 1955 to 1964 are eliminated, and then we go to 65 and we move up. That is how I'm going to do the selection show, specifically because I want to go to a different era, bring in different players. You want to get a good, okay, so we did 1999. What if 1998 or 2000 came up? Come on, let's go somewhere else in history and baseball, and we'll go back and forth. Of course, you guys know that you guys will choose the amount of dice, okay? The season will roll on the reveal show. The fourth place team will roll 2 dice. The third place team, season, 3 dice. The second place team, 4 dice. And the first place team, 5 dice. But, as you know how I do it, if I roll 3 dice, the season that rolls the more dice, the lowest number is removed from the roll. So it gives the seasons that some people want to see, that think maybe they don't have a chance of getting, all right, it gives them a bit of a chance to get up there. Of course, in the event of a tie, the season that got the most dice rolls automatically wins a tie. So that is how we will do it, for this goes. So that is how we are going to do, okay, these seasons. Guaranteeing that there will be no seasons, okay, from 2015 to there'll be a buffer between 2015, okay, and anybody else, because the latest we're going to have between 2815 is 1982. Therefore, the first pack I'm going to do is contemporary. We're going to do the first pack contemporary. So 2015 to 2025 are hereby in, and we will go ahead and shuffle, and we will start with the contemporary seasons for the ninth. And then we'll go back and see where it winds up. We know for a fact that because we started 1999 and I went 15 years higher and 15 years lower, all right, there is no way there will be a season next to these. So we will definitely go ahead and start with these seasons. As you know, I always constantly shuffle as we roll. I'm going to go ahead and just roll black and white dice. Okay. I'm not going to do like a best of 7, I think, like I did before. Well, maybe we will. We'll see what we got. We'll see how we do this. As I still have plenty of I have all of these things, I believe, don't I? Yeah, I mean, I can still pretty much do these. So, yeah, we'll see. We got time to think. So join me here for about an hour, okay, maybe a little less now because of the way we're doing it. And, of course, seasons that are eliminated, okay, are only gone until the next one. So let us begin with the contemporary years. Our first roll is a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. First season eliminated from the selection show for our first inside pitch advanced season selection show. First season eliminated is 2021. That is gone. So no Atlanta Braves. No Atlanta Braves season winning 2021. So that will disappear. So that will be gone. Next season up, 6 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This season is hereby removed, and it will be 2025. Now, even though that wasn't available at this time, I'm pretty sure he could have gotten that one taken care of. So 2025 is eliminated. So no Blue Jays, no Dodgers, no collapsing Mets. 2025 is gone. I know Philip Reynolds was looking forward to seeing if 2025 would get there. Good to have you guys here tonight. Next season to be eliminated, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Next season to be eliminated from the contemporary era is 2015. So no World Series Mets for me. Okay, no World Series Mets, no Kansas City Royals. That was actually a good year. 2015 was actually a good season. And that was something else. Yeah, 2025. I mean, 2025 is still going to be made. I mean, he's still going to make 2025. He still has to make it. Okay, so 2025 is coming out for Inside Pitch Advanced and, of course, regular and classic Inside Pitch. Next season, 11 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This season is eliminated, and it will be 2018 is now gone. So there goes your Boston Red Sox for the 2018. So all the Red Sox fans, of course, are now going to be out for the 2018 season. So let's see what we have here. Your tested individual traded player cards. That is good to see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That season is eliminated. So the next season to be out now, we're eliminated, will be 2017. No trash can banging. I'm pretty sure, I know Steeler fan is in the chat, so there will be no trash cans being banged this coming season. So 2017 goes away. There will be no trash cans being banged and no buzzers being used as well. The next season's to be out. And now we're down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. We'll now just roll a white die. Next season out is a 1. That season is eliminated. Being eliminated from the contemporary era will be 2019. Some people say that 2019, a lot of people think this is the final year of regular classic baseball. A lot of people think that the 2019 season before COVID and all that, a lot of people say this was the final season of real normal classic baseball before they instituted all the new rules. So no Washington Nationals. And that was a good season. Yes, 2019 was a good year. We now have 4 seasons left. Let's see what we got here. So, number 4. This season is eliminated. This season being kicked out will be 2022 is now gone. Oh, boy. So we know there's one so far. We know one of these seasons a lot of people don't like, but very possible it's still in there. I'll go ahead and reshuffle here. So 2022, no Astros versus Phillies. We now have 3 seasons left in the contemporary. It's a 1 again. This season is eliminated. So this season coming out to be will be 2023 is now gone. So now 2023 now leads, which means we know which seasons these are. We know which seasons these are. We now have to find out which seasons that will be voted on. Remember, it's a vote, so you do not, the season with the least amount of votes only gets to roll 2 dice. But remember, it is very possible, that they can still get in there. So now I'm going to get some pawns here, and we'll see in a best of 7 which season gets chosen. I cannot see through these cards. I do not know what these are. So let's find out and see what we get. Black will be this side. White will be this one. If it's a tie, I re-roll. First roll, 5/6. That gets the first one. 5/4. That gets that. 4/5. That gets that one. 2/1. That gets that one. If the white die wins one more roll, this season is selected. Tie. We'll re-roll sewer dice. And the white one will win. So, this season is eliminated. This will be your choice for the contemporary era. This season is gone, and the season that is eliminated is, oh boy, 2024 is gone, which means the COVID year. 2020 for the first time will be available for selection. Now, if this season is chosen, because it was a very short year, I have already decided that it would not be one game per 1 day of baseball, one game per 3 days of baseball. It would probably be one game per 1 day of baseball in order to have it, because if I do one game per 3, this season will last about a month, and that'll be it. So, but 2020 does have a chance. It does have a chance. So I know you guys may not like that, but this is what it is. 2020 is available for vote. Now, it is time to go and find out which seasons will be eliminated from these packs. We are going to first start with the seasons from 1944 to 1954. Those seasons will be first, because I got to see how many ahead I have to go into these packs. So, we will start with these. Chris Davis said he can go back as far as 1944. He said he could not go back any further, at least not right now, he feels. I think he can go all the way back to the dead ball era, but maybe, I don't know. I'm not 100% sure if that is a possibility, but we will see. Now, let's see what seasons will be available from the legendary era, is what I call it. I'll call it the legendary era. First rolls is an 8. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This season is eliminated, and it is 1946 is eliminated. That will go bye-bye. 1946. 1947 would be a great year, Jackie Robinson's rookie season. I would love to see a card for him. Second year to be eliminated. A 15. 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This season is eliminated, and it is 1944. This season is gone. So D-Day, of course, the year of the invasion of Normandy, Battle of the Bulge. It means for the win. FTW means for the win. No, it'd be the COVID season. I'm not going to, although I can get the schedule for the actual schedule that 2020 was supposed to be, but that won't work with those cards. So, 69, 163, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This season is eliminated. 1950 is gone. So that will now go ahead and get out of here. Yeah, it can mean both. If you want, it can mean both. The F can mean something else. Nasty people in the chat. All right, next roll. And I'll re-roll that. 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This season is eliminated. 1948 is now gone. So that season is now done. Moving forward and continuing moving forward. I now have 7 seasons left. And it'll be 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This season is out, and it is 1952. That season is gone now. 1952. No happy days. Now we're down to 6 seasons. I now go to 1 die. 3, 1, 2, 3. This season is out, and it is 1949. A lot of the 40 seasons are being eliminated here. When Cleveland was relevant. So we now have only 5 left in the deck. 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This season is now out. 1954 is gone. Oh, that would have been a great year to play with those 1954 Cleveland Indians. They're gone. 1954 is now gone. We now have 4 seasons left. 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This season is eliminated. And this season will be 1947 is now gone. So that takes care of Jackie Robinson's rookie year, as 1947 has now left the building. 3 seasons left. Season out. Number 2, this season is eliminated. And it will be 1953 is now gone. So now we only have 2 seasons left. And now we will roll to see which season will be available for selection. So, once again, black, white. Bring my pawns over here. And let's see what we got. Black wins the first one. Black wins the second one. Black wins the third one. Black wins the fourth one. So black wins. This season will now be available for selection. This season is out, which means 1951, the shot heard round the world, is gone, which means 1945 will be the legendary year. So the legendary year 1945 is now available. So that means that now I have to, so we know 1945 is available for selection and 2020 is available. Now I got to go to this pack. And since 1945, 10 years later is 1955. 1955 is eliminated automatically. So now it'll be 1956 to 1966 in this pack. So now we have our legendary season. We have our contemporary season. Now we will try to get our classic season. So we have 1945 and 2020. Chris says he can create the 1945 season. He says he can do it. He says he can do it in any of these for Inside Pitch Advanced. Well, I hope he can. He says he can. He's going to have 2 months to do it. Okay, the classic years. Let's see what we have here. First to be eliminated. These are the seasons I know you really want to see. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This season is out. 1960 is gone. 1960 leaves. The year before the no Mazeroski. No Bill Mazeroski. Next season. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This season is out. 1958 is now eliminated. This selection show won't last as long as the other ones usually did because of all these extra seasons I eliminated due to 1999. Because we want to play another season in a different era, and we're always going to do that from now on. I mean, we'll go back. We'll go back to the 90s, I'm sure, in the future, but we won't see anything in that era at least for the next one. Next season. God damn, so jumpy. 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This season is eliminated. 1956. Jackie Robinson's last year is now out. So 1956 is now gone. So nothing there from Jackie Robinson. 1956 is gone. We now have 7 seasons left. And it is a 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This season is eliminated. And it's 1957. This season is now out. 1957. I know Ben Witz wanted 1957. That season is eliminated. So you say goodbye to 1957. Milwaukee Braves. Although the Milwaukee Braves did win a World Series in my network, they won the 1961 championship over the Tigers in my replay there. So we have 6 seasons left. We'll go to a single die. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This season is out, and the next season out will be 1964. 1964 is out. That season is now down. We now have 5 seasons left. Down to 5 left now. Number 6, I'll re-roll it. 3, 1, 2, 3. That season is eliminated, leaving 4 left. This season is out, and it is 1965 is gone. Say goodbye to 1965. 1965 is gone. Another great year for Sandy Koufax. 4 seasons left. But then again, Koufax had a lot of great years. That's why Sandy Koufax is the best left-hander in baseball history. 4 seasons left to go here in this era. Next season is 2. This season is now out, leaving these 3. And this season eliminated will be Sandy Koufax's last year. 1966 is now gone. 1966 is gone. And now leaves 3 seasons left. And we'll go ahead and have these 3. So, which season will it be? Number 2, this season is eliminated. These 2 are left. Therefore, the season removed from here is 1959 is gone. So 1959 is gone. So now only 2 seasons left. We will bring out the pawns. This will be black. This will be white. Black wins. Black wins. White wins. Tie. White wins. Black wins. Black wins. Therefore, this is the next season to be chosen. This season is out. Being eliminated from this era, the classic era, is 1962 is gone. That means the next season you have to vote on is 1963. You want to talk about Sandy Koufax at his best? 1963. That Mets team in 63 was garbage, but how about a very dominant Sandy Koufax? A dominant Koufax in 1963, a heck of a good season, actually. 1963 is now available, which means now seasons from 63 to 73 are removed from here. So 77, 68, 70, 71, and 73 is now gone. So this won't take much longer, gentlemen. So now we need a season between here. We have these seasons available that are left. We only have 6 seasons left. So this is like your show epidemic on the next Toronto. 1945, 1963, 2020. Question is, now what season do we get from the defensive era? Let's find out. There are only 6 seasons I can go with utilizing my system. Therefore, the first season, 1, 2, 3, to be removed is 1982 is gone. 1982 is gone. So 82 is gone. So now we have 5 seasons left to choose from. Yep, no Brewers. So 5 seasons left. We will roll. 1. This season is out. Being removed from this era is 1975 is gone. I know a lot of people really want this season on the board. 1975 is gone. So that season now disappears. No Red Sox or Reds for that season. But we will see 4 seasons left to be selected from. Therefore, next roll is number 3. This season is eliminated. So this season being kicked out of that era is 1978 is gone. He already had, 1978 is going to be one of the seasons. It's going to be one of the seasons that will be released with Inside Pitch Advanced automatically. 78, 84, and 24. But 1978 will not be played on this channel in the next season. 3 seasons left. Three seasons left. Which one will it be? 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This season is eliminated. Being eliminated is 1974 is gone. So no 1974, which means these 2 seasons are left. Which season will it be? We again will roll the black or the white. I told you this wouldn't take as long as it usually does because I removed a lot of years. And I just want a little bit more variety in the replays. So, first to be out, it's a tie. Black wins. Black wins. Tie. Black wins again. Leaner. White wins. White wins. White wins. So we got one roll to decide which season it'll be here. White wins. Wow, what a comeback. So this season will be selected. This season is out. So being the final eliminated season from this selection show is 1977 is gone, which means your next choice will be 1980. I hereby present to you the 4 seasons to be voted on, and I will create the poll for you guys to vote for which seasons. 1945, 1963, 1980, or 2020. I've already decided that if 2020 does somehow win, I will do 1 game per 1 day of baseball. Or at least either that or 1 game per 2. I'll have to go through the schedule and see how many games I can actually get in. I don't want to just do a very short year. That is what I will do in case 2020 wins, which it could. I know a lot of people are not going to pick 2020, but then again, it could still win, albeit highly unlikely, but it could do it. Don't vote yet until I put out the poll. Remember, I got to put the poll up first, and then you guys will go ahead. In the community poll, I'll put the poll out, and you guys will go ahead. I will have the playoffs my regular way. I'll still do the playoffs my regular way. That's all. I'm not going to do that 1-8 crap that they actually did in 2020. My thing here. So those are your seasons for selection for the start of January 5th, 2026, 1945, 1963, 1980, or 2020. Those will be the seasons you will get to choose. I will put that on the poll for you guys to go ahead and eliminate and vote for, and then we'll see which season will actually be selected for the next season I will do here on the channel. A little history on the other 3 seasons. Okay, well, why not? Before we leave, let's do a little history on the season, shall we? Real quick. Let's talk about, I'm going to go to Baseball Reference here. Let's go to 1945. We'll go to I'll just talk and you guys will hear it. So 1945, it was the Chicago Cubs versus the Detroit Tigers that year in 1945. Batting leaders that season were batting seasons that year were players like Phil Cavarretta. I just got to get national. Let's do National League because it continues to get there. There we go. Unfortunately, I can't include the Negro leagues. So let's get that here. Phil Cavarretta, Tommy Holmes, Goody Rosen, Stan Hack, Whitey Karofsky, Mel Ott. Okay, Andy Pafko. Some young batters there. Okay, in the National League, in the American League, you had players such as Snuffy Sternweiss, Bobby Estalella, Wally Moses, George Case, Oris Hackett, Skeeter Newsom. Okay, and pitching wise, in the American League, you had pitchers such as Hal Newhouser, Dutch Leonard, Al Hollingsworth, Dizzy Trout. Okay, you had some strong pitchers there. And in the National League, in 1945, top pitchers were such as Harry Brasheen, Bucky Walters, Ken Burkhart, Red Barrett, Harry Feldman. Some very strong pitchers, of course, during that time. And yes, 1945 was the year that the war ended, of course. 1963. Well, I think that's pretty simple. I think 1963 is simple. 1963, of course, it was the Los Angeles Dodgers against the New York Yankees. And who led the years in batting that year? Who led the years in batting that year? Well, some bums by the name of Tommy Davis, a young Carl Yastrzemski, Roberto Clemente, some bum named Hank Aaron, Cepeda, Mays, Pinson, Kaline, White, Will, Santo, some pretty good hitters that year. And pitchers, of course, in 1963, Juan Marichal, Kurt Simmons, Al Downing, an older Warren Spahn, Whitey Ford, Don Drysdale, and some 27-year-old kid from some 27-year-old Jewish kid from Brooklyn. We then go to 1980. 1980, of course, I thought was an excellent season myself, even though the Mets stunk that year. But in 1980 was about the Philadelphia Phillies and the Kansas City Royals. And some guys leading in that season in batting average were George Brett, Cecil Cooper, Mickey Rivers, Rod Carew, Willie Wilson, Billy Buckner, Keith Hernandez, who should be in the Hall of Fame. And of course, leading in home runs was some guy at third named Michael Jack Schmidt. He had 48 bombs that year. Pitching, of course, in 1980, you had some pretty good players such as Don Sutton led the majors in ERA. A 35-year-old lefty, Jerry Rolls Royce, Larry Gura, Vita Blue, Steve Rogers, Pat Zachary on the Mets, even though the Mets in 80 were kind of like, okay. The Ryan Express. You had some pretty good pitchers, of course, in 1980. And 2020, well, I know 2020 is not going to get a lot of love. I understand it. But it was the Los Angeles Dodgers against the Tampa Bay Rays. I will still utilize my own playoff system. I'm not going to do where they had 1-8. I'm not going to do that. But players that led in batting that year in 2020, even though it was a short season, was DJ LeMahieu, a young Juan Soto, Freddie Freeman, Trey Turner, Michael Conforto, Dominic Smith, Jeff McNeil, Corey Seager, Goldie, Paul Goldschmidt, and of course on the mound in that short year, leading an ERA, was players such as Shane Bieber and Trevor Bauer, who owned the mound that year, Dallas Keuchel, Yu Darvish, Jacob deGrom, Kenta Maeda, Zach Davies, Garrett Cole, Zach Wheeler. I mean, you can go on. And of course, an older Max Scherzer still had a pretty decent season. So that is what you will have, okay, during in the 2020 season. So there are your choices: 1945, 1963, 1980, 2020. I will put these seasons in the poll, and you may vote immediately. The voting continues until the end of the World Series, and I start the season review and reveal show. So we'll have at least 5 days and more of voting, okay, before I get through the 1999 World Series featuring the Rangers and the Astros. So our next broadcast, there will be no baseball tomorrow night. I will return on Monday. Game 1 of the 1999 World Series between the Texas Rangers and the Houston Astros. Aaron Seeley will be going for the Rangers. Mike Hampton will be going for the Astros. This should be an ultimate series. A team that hit the best versus a team that pitched the best. I have no idea how that season will go. How that series will go. So join me Monday night, the 1999 World Series, Game 1, Rangers and Astros. Be there or be square. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on your way out the turnstiles. Subscribe if you've not done so, and make sure you hit the bell. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong, and we'll see you guys Monday night. 1945, 1963, 1980, 2020. What will be the next season of Inside Pitch? Or I should say the first season of Inside Pitch Advanced. You guys will decide, and then the dice will verify. See you Monday night.